Hey guys, it's me, Meteor. Today is May 2nd, 2023. That means that officially today, I have played Neopets for exactly 20 years. I wanted to do something to commemorate this occasion, so I figured there is no better time than now to offer an apology to Neopets the Darkest Faerie. When I started my Let's Play of that game over 10 years ago, I was really hard on it, claiming it was the Sonic 06 equivalent of a Zelda-esque adventure game. That was quite harsh. Had I known it would become the second most watched playlist on my channel, I would have never started a Let's Play that way. I mean, sure, collision detection is off, some enemies could clip through walls, the camera is wonky, background music can just stop playing, one boss can't even harm you, and falling in this pit sends you to the Shadow Realm. But, to be honest, playing through the game, I barely had any glitches at all. Around the time I released that LP, my channel was heavily Pokemon focused, and I didn't think many would even watch it, so I tried to advertise it as a joke LP. I even joked about how awful and barren it looked for a game that released so late into the PS2's lifespan. Well, all I can say is I am so sorry. Clearly, I was in the wrong. If I had just waited 10 years, I would have known better. I would have known that many Pokemon fans would legitimately excuse anything, even stuff that would make the Darkest Faerie look phenomenal in comparison. Frame rate occasionally dips? No biggie. In fact, if it happens throughout the entire game, then, in a way, it's consistently stable. Graphics not up to par with other games on the same system, or even the last two? Who cares? Graphics aren't important anyway. Occasional pop-in? Why stop there? Just have entire textures form in real time. Especially if it helps perform in bad voice acting? Can't have bad voice acting if there is no voice acting. In fact, just remove any sort of voice or sound from interactions completely. Game feel like way too much of a cakewalk? Pfft, come on. The game is made for kids. Stop taking it so seriously. Okay, I'll go ahead and stop there. I think I've made my point. Seriously though, I really wish I was exaggerating with some of these, but I'm not. It may sound like I'm trying to be funny, and maybe I am, but really it's just sad. As someone who grew up with the original Pokemon Red and Blue, and trust me, I am no Gen 1er, it sickens me to see a series fall so far from grace. Granted, I understand Game Freak does the best they can for a company expected to make new games or DLC every single year, and I will completely admit, I did enjoy my playthrough of Violet. In fact, once I left the school for the first time, just like with Neopets, I barely had any glitches at all. However, that in no way excuses the glitches I did experience or the ones I just got used to. It's clear that the Pokemon Company needs to give Game Freak substantially more time for development. I mean, if I could wait 11 years for a console Kirby game after Crystal Shards, or almost 20 for a sequel to Fusion, I sure as heck can wait much longer than a year for a new Pokemon game. However, considering this game sold over 10 million copies in 3 days, it's clear this development crunch will continue for quite some time. Never did I think I would look back on Neopets the Darkest Faerie and use it as a baseline for a game that's worse, especially a Pokemon game. I mean, Neopets at least ran stable through most of the game, except in busy scenes. The characters make sounds and animate when you talk to them, characters and enemies from far away still move at a normal frame rate, and finally, despite looking bland for a late PS2 game, it still looks like a PS2 game. This wasn't even a linear game either. The game really opened in Act 3, allowing you to clear any area in any order you wish, with more side quests and hidden dungeons than even most Zelda games. And no matter how trivial some task may seem, everything you learn is used for at least one other puzzle later in the game, especially in the final dungeon. It was extremely ambitious for the time it was released. Though, as I said before, the game is not perfect. However, at least its performance wasn't completely unreasonable, especially for a PS2 game. As for Pokemon, well, who knows. Maybe there will be an update eventually that fixes the performance of the game. Maybe that legendary Switch Pro will come out and run the game at a decent frame rate. As for now though, this is definitely not the case, and until it is, I will most certainly not be purchasing the DLC, let alone any other games, no matter how much I like them. Anyway, I've said my piece. I'm storming, I'm sorry, Neopets the Darkest Faerie. I truly was too hard on you. I really shouldn't have taken what you've done for granted. You deserved far more respect than I gave. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.